Good morning. Welcome everyone. I'll call this second meeting of the House Education Committee to order. I ask all members and guests to please silence your cell phones. I will advise if there are any guests here who wish to speak on any of the items on the agenda, there is a sign-up sheet in the back, and additional testimony will be granted based on the chair's discretion based on the time we have available. Also, a reminder, there are no signs permitted in the committee room. Any members have any introductions they'd like to make before we begin? Well, if not, Mariah, please call the roll.
Representative Ballman. Present. Representative Bojanowski.
I'm here.
Representative Brown. Representative Emily Callaway.
Present.
Representative Josh Callaway. Representative Decker.
Present.
Representative Doan.
Present.
Representative Jackson.
Present.
Representative Lewis.
Present.
Representative Massaroni.
Present.
Representative McCool.
Here.
Representative Rayburn. Representative Rawlings.
Here.
Representative Raymond. Representative Riley.
Here.
Representative Timoney.
Here.
Representative Weber.
Here.
Representative Wilner. Here. Vice Chair Baker. Here. Vice Chair Truitt.
Here.
Chair Tipton.
Here. And we do have a quorum, so we will conduct business. I will make a note just for everyone to understand there are other committee meetings that will be starting a little bit, so we may have some members who have to go in and out, so that's what is going on. Also, one of our bill sponsors today has a meeting at 9, so I'm going to change the order of the agenda. We're going to start out with House Bill 133. Asked Representative Steve Bratcher and guests to come forward and discuss House Bill 133. When you come forward, will you please identify yourself for the record, and then I will administer an oath. Make sure your green lights are on, your microphones are pulled close to you.
Thank you, Chair Tipton. Representative Steve Bratcher.
Good morning, Chair Tipton. Jesse Shook, Vice President of Workforce and Economic Development at KCTCS.
Please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I do.
Okay, please, Representative Bratcher, please proceed.
Yes, sir, Chair. We're presenting House Bill 133. What this is this has to do with the KEYS money. It allows KEYS money to be tied to curriculum now, college curriculum, not to be tied to college curriculum, to allow other students or other people pursuing further education to get certifications instead of degrees and to be used in that manner. So it'd be for CDL, things like CDL licensing, computer coding, Kentucky medication aid, pharmacy tech, phlebotomy, nursing aid, things like that. Items and careers that we need in the Commonwealth now.
Do you have any comments?
Yes, so I'd like to just quickly explain the way the Workforce Solutions Division operates within KCTCS. Workforce Solutions is our business-facing arm of the institution. So day in and day out, our staff are meeting with companies to understand their immediate labor market needs. And through that division, we are able to lift up rapid response custom training programs. Many of the programs that Representative Bratcher just mentioned were created and designed and developed to address those immediate labor market needs. In some instances, the programs are offered for credit and do translate directly into a further education pathway, such as an associate's in science or arts.
Motion on the bill.
We have a motion and a second on the bill. Are there any questions or discussion? I do have one question. I believe you may have talked to Kia. Did they express any concerns about the financial impact on the lottery dollars or keys from this bill?
Yes, sir, we have.
Okay, so, but they are fine with the way the bill. Don't have any concerns with it. Here, come on up here. Please introduce yourself for the record. Aaron.
Erin Clare, Vice President of Government Relations and Communications for Kentucky Higher Education.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please proceed, Aaron.
So this utilization of KEYS dollars will be done through a reimbursement process. This is legislation that I believe Chair Tipton and some other members passed prior to the pandemic. The similar structure to registered apprenticeships as well as articulated credit agreements with KCTCS and proprietary schools. So a student will submit receipts to us, and then we will reimburse up to the earned KEYS amount. So our guess, this is one of those you build it and they will come. So our guess is that maybe maximum utilization in 1 year will increase KEYS expenditures by $100,000.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
that's our guess for the
I
ceiling.
understand. I understand. I wanted to make that point clear so everybody understood this is not a huge impact on the KEYS scholarship. Any other questions? If not, Mariah, call the roll.
Representative Baker? Yes. Representative Ballman?
Yes.
Representative Bojanowski?
Yes.
Representative Brown? Representative Emily Callaway?
Yes.
Representative Josh Callaway? Representative Decker?
Yes.
Representative Doan?
Yes.
Representative Jackson?
Yes.
Representative Lewis?
Yes.
Representative Massaroni?
Yes.
Representative McCool?
Yes.
Representative Rayburn? Representative Rawlings?
Yes.
Representative Raymond? Representative Riley?
Yes.
Representative Timoney?
Yes.
Representative Truitt?
Yes.
Representative Weber?
Yes.
Representative Wilner?
Yes.
Chair Tipton?
Yes. House Bill 133 passes with favorable expression. The same shall pass on the House floor. Congratulations, Representative Bratcher, and we'll look forward to hearing this on the floor.
Thank you, Chair Tipton.
Our
And thank
next
you, committee.
item of business is House Bill 36 from Vice Chair Truitt. You please go to the table and bring anybody with you who will be testifying. Would everyone please identify yourself for the record, then I'll administer the oath.
Representative Timmy Truitt.
Diana Barber, Interim Executive Director for Kentucky Higher Education Assistance Authority.
Erin Clare, Vice President of Government Relations and Communications.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
I do.
Okay, Representative Truitt, please proceed.
Well, first off, we compliment you guys. You're a very impressive group here sitting in front of me. This bill, I wish all bills was as easy as this one. Basically, if you've looked at it, you see that we are removing one word. This is House Bill 36, and pretty much, if you'll look through your bill, the word that we are removing is the word insured. After talking to these ladies, this is a cleanup bill to kind of help clean their records. And it's my understanding that these loans that we're talking about in this bill have not been used since, I believe, 2010. Is that correct?
Right.
So this just cleans up their records, doesn't change anything other than the wording here, changing from insured, just wiping that out.
Representative Kia, you have any other comments, or has Representative Truitt got it?
He stated that very accurately and succinctly.
Okay. Any members have any questions?
Motion on the bill.
For a second? Have a motion in a second. If there are no questions, Mariah, call the roll.
Representative Baker? Yes. Representative Ballman? Yes. Representative Bojanowski?
Yes.
Representative Brown? Representative Emily Callaway?
Yes.
Representative Josh Callaway? Representative Decker?
Pass for now.
Representative Doan,
Yes.
Representative Jackson,
Yes.
Representative Lewis,
Yes.
Representative Massaroni,
Yes.
Representative McCool,
Yes.
Representative Rayburn, Representative Rawlings,
Yes.
Representative Raymond, Representative Riley,
Yes.
Representative Timoney,
Yes.
Representative Truitt,
Yes.
Representative Weber,
Yes.
Representative Wilner,
Yes.
Chair Tipton.
Yes. Could the maker of the motion and the second identify yourself so we can get it accurate in minutes? Motion by Representative Timoney. Who had the second? Representative Wilner. Thank you. House Bill 36 passes with favorable expression. The same should pass on the House floor. Congratulations. Appreciate that. Next on our agenda is House Bill 32. Representative Kevin Jackson. If Representative Jackson and any of his guests who will be at the table, please proceed to the table. Please identify yourselves for the record, then I will administer the oath.
Representative Kevin Jackson.
Billy Parker, Scott County Schools Superintendent.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Thank you so much. Now, Representative Jackson, I understand there is a House Committee sub on the bill. Would you explain to the members what the House Committee sub is about and what it changes about the legislation, please?
Yes, we were talking yesterday with Superintendent and a couple of others, and we wanted to make this where it would go into effect immediately, and we went ahead and added a sub to the original.
Okay, have a motion and a motion by Representative Riley, a second by Representative Scott Lewis to approve House Committee sub. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. Motion stands. House Committee Sub 1 to House Bill 32 is now on the floor. Representative Jackson, please proceed.
Thank you, Chairman Tipton, and good morning to my colleagues on the Education Committee. House Bill 32 is removes requirements for classified staff in school buildings to have a GED or a high school diploma or show proof of progress toward earning a high school diploma or GED. Instead, school districts would be required to offer GED programs free of charge to those employees who wish to earn one. This function already exists in the form of adult education programming run by school districts. I know in Warren County we use Sky CTC to do our adult education, and all the school system would have to pay for would be the actual test that the person would take. So this applies to classified employees. You know, they're certified and classified in education. Certified are what we think of as teachers, administrators, superintendents. Those are certified, have to have a certification. Classified are those employees in a school district that we are support staff. They are bus drivers, they are custodians, they are cooks, they are aides, and we are in desperate need of those people today. So I just want to share that with you. I called back to Warren County Schools. I spent the last 5 years on Warren County Public School Board of Education, and I called our CFO last week to find out how many classified positions we have open right now in Warren County. It was 99. Here it is, the middle of February, and we still have 99 positions, classified positions open in Warren County schools. We had 30 special ed aides, 25 food service, 14 instructional aides, 6 transportation, 6 ESL aides, 5 custodians, 4 pre-K aides, for a total of 99. So the reasoning behind this bill, and I want to thank Representative Pratt for helping start the process also, but the reasoning behind this is to give our school systems an opportunity to hire a wider pool of applicants, people that don't have a GED, people that don't have a diploma. Some of those would make excellent school employees. I use my dad as an example. He dropped out of school in the 10th grade. At 21, he started his own construction company, built hundreds of custom homes in South Central Kentucky. But up until now, he couldn't have gotten a job with Warren County Public Schools in the maintenance department because he didn't have a GED or maintenance.
Okay, we have a motion second on the bill. We do have some members who have asked to speak or ask questions. Representative Timoney.
Thank you, Chairman. Very briefly, I think this is a great bill, but I just want to kind of clarify this one piece. A school district could still require that employees have it, correct? It's just taking it away that they can't say.
You have to have it.
Okay, so you can still have that. You could still have that standard in place if you wanted to. Okay, thank you.
That's right.
Representative Jackson, just make sure your microphone's on and pull to you so we can hear. I apologize.
Yes.
Just wanted to mention that to you as a reminder. Okay, Representative Bojanowski.
Yes, thank you. So if an employee doesn't have a GED, would they be required to be working on a GED?
No, ma'am. That is part of this process. They would have the option, if they want to continue, if they want to work on their GED, then they would have that option to do so. They would not be required to do that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't see any other questions from any of the members right now, so the motion has a proper, bill has a proper motion in second. So Mariah, call the roll.
Representative Baker? Yes. Representative Ballman? Yes. Representative Bojanowski?
Yes.
Representative Brown?
Yes.
Representative Emily Callaway?
Yes.
Representative Josh Callaway? Representative Decker?
Yes.
Representative Doan? Yes. Representative Jackson?
Yes.
Representative Lewis?
Yes.
Representative Massaroni?
Yes.
Representative McCool?
Yes.
Representative Rayburn?
Yes.
Representative Rawlings?
Yes.
Representative Raymond?
Yes.
Representative Riley?
Yes.
Representative Timoney?
Yes.
Representative Truitt?
Yes.
Representative Weber?
Yes.
Representative Wilner?
Yes.
Chair Tipton?
Yes. House Bill 32 as amended by House Committee Sub 1 passes with favorable expression. The same should pass on the House floor. Members, you should have, there is a title amendment on the bill. You should have that in your packets. Is there a motion on the title amendment? Have a motion and a second on the title amendment. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed, no. Title amendment passes. House Bill 32 passes with favorable expression. The same should pass on with the committee sub, and the title amendment attached thereto should pass on the House floor. Thank you, Representative Jackson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you all.
Superintendent Park, I know you didn't get a chance to speak, but I think you're fine with the outcome.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Thank you all.
The next item on the agenda is House Bill 18. It's a bill that I am carrying. At this time, I'm going to ask Vice Chair Baker to assume the roles of the chair, and I will go to the table.
We don't have a title amendment on this one, do we? Okay.
Just the sub.
Good morning. Could each of you identify yourselves for the record, please?
Thank you. Representative James Tipton, House District 53.
Aaron, go ahead.
I'm Becky Gilpatrick, Director of Student Aid at KIA.
Aaron Clara, Vice President of Government Relations.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Please raise your right hands if you would. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Members, there's a committee sub in your packet. That sub was emailed out with the agenda. Chairman Tipton, could you please explain the proposed sub?
Sure. There are two changes in the House Committee Substitute 1 to the original bill. If you look on the first page of the bill, they're on line 9. We have these deal with the general education courses, dual credit courses that are provided. We hear all the time that students take these gen ed dual credit courses in high school. When they get to college, the colleges are counting them, but only as an elective. So we added language to the bill. We want to make sure that these courses are transferable as part of the curriculum in the major. So that is the one change. Also, over in the bill, when it discusses the number of courses that students could take in each grade, in the original legislation, I had included that I was looking for flexibility for these students on CTE or Gen Ed. I had included language that sophomores could take 2 CTE or Gen Ed, and I also had included language that juniors and seniors could take 4 CTE or Gen Ed. After getting some feedback from some people in the university systems and some others, there was some questions about whether or not sophomores should be taking Gen Ed classes. There was also some concerns from KIA about the number of Gen Ed classes that might be taken and the cost to the system. We have to remember the dual credit scholarship is funded by our lottery dollars, just like our KEYS, our CAP grants, or KTG grants, Kentucky Work Ready scholarships. So there was concern that it might put our budget out of balance. So what I did is I backed up to what's in House Bill 1 budget language. And so a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior can take 2 career and tech classes. Juniors and seniors can take 4 Gen Ed classes over their junior and senior year. So those are the 2 changes to the
Motion
sub.
on the committee sub.
Second.
Second.
The committee sub is adopted. It's now on the floor. Mr. Chairman, please proceed.
Okay, thank you. Let me give you a little history on the dual credit scholarship so I can explain House Bill 18 better to you. When the dual credit scholarship started, juniors and seniors in high school were afforded the opportunity to take 2 classes, 2 general education classes. Over time, during the Bevin administration, by executive order, he started the Kentucky Work Ready Scholarship Program. Now that program was to provide last dollar tuition and fees for people who were out of high school but had not yet received their associate's degree. That executive order was codified in the statute. It's part of our law. Later, another executive order came about that also included the Kentucky Work Ready Scholarship Program into our high school coursework so that freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors could take 2 courses each. CTE courses, career technical education courses, and that was also codified in the statute. So we had a situation where we had 2 dual credit courses and we had these 8 CTE courses, which were actually work ready scholarship courses. KIA came to me and shared that was causing a lot of confusion among people. And actually, I've worked on versions of this bill for a few years now with the goal of clarifying that language. So essentially, what this bill does is we take back all the Kentucky Work Ready Scholarship language to how it was originally. It is a post-high school scholarship for people who are working on their associate's degree. We keep the courses, the original 2 Gen Ed and the 8 CTE courses, and they are dual credit scholarship courses just for simplicity, for understanding, and to help administer the program better. Also, there was in the statute, as you will see, it states that the schools, the colleges that offer these CTE courses are reimbursed at 1/3, 33%. There was a request to increase that to 50%. A couple of budget cycles ago, we did not get the bill passed, but what we did is we included that in budget language. Actually, what I'm asking for in the bill is currently in our budget language, so we've been operating that way for a few years now. We didn't get 50% that first budget cycle. We got 40%. in the 2022 budget, we increased that to 50%. There was also a change in the 2022 budget language that would allow juniors and seniors to take 4 general education classes. So now we're operating not on a total of 10 dual credit, but 12 dual credit classes. So all this bill does is it conforms to what we've been doing in budget language, and it codifies that there will be 2 CTE courses available, freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year, 4 general education courses available in their junior and senior year, and that the institutions will be reimbursed at 50%. Now, there is another provision in the bill dealing with reimbursement of the dual credit, and just so it's understood clearly, would someone from Kia like to explain how that is and why you requested that language be removed?
Sure. The current language requires the students to successfully complete the classes under the dual credit scholarship provisions of this. So what this language does is if a student fails or withdraws from a class, the college is required to send half of the scholarship amount back to Kia. The student's not allowed to be charged that difference, so the college ends up absorbing it, or they share that cost with the school districts, however they work that out. The colleges have asked us, if we could take care of that, if that could, be removed from the program. It would simplify things for them. So you can have an idea. This is very small numbers. Most of the students pass their classes, very few withdraw or fail their classes. So we're talking about maybe 3% of the total population that result in a return. So it's really more of an administrative burden than it is a moneymaker to return to the state.
Okay. Mr. Chair, at this time, I'd be happy to entertain any questions.
Very good. It looks like we do have one question. Representative Timoney.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you for the presentation today. This is an outstanding thing. My wife's a school counselor, and she sings the praises of dual credit. It's amazing. The educational behaviorists will have noticed that when students are taking these dual credit courses, they're much more likely to continue on and either get a credential or go on to school. And that's what we need, especially with students in Kentucky that have had maybe don't have a view or see their future involved in higher ed in any capacity. So this is really, really important. It breaks down it creates a bridge there. So that's awesome. And if we're going to see the Kentucky that we need to see economically, it's programs like this that are really, really going to help us get there. I do want to, Mr. Chairman, I just ask one question after that comment, and I know what the answer is going to be. How imperative is the lottery to these programs?
These programs would not exist without the constitutional amendment that was passed by the citizens of Kentucky many years ago. I believe the lottery proceeds have increased. We're up around the range, around $350 million. Is that close to what we're receiving right now? In that range in lottery proceeds. The 3 original programs, the main programs, the Key Scholarship, CAP is the College Access Program grant. That is eligible for any student who completes their FAFSA and who is Pell eligible is automatically eligible for that College Access Program grant. And I will note in the 2022 budget, we significantly increased the amount of that grant to the point that a student who is Pell eligible and receives that grant has all tuition and fees paid at every college and university in Kentucky except one. There's just a small difference there. So, KTG grant, the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship grant, the Teacher Scholarship. Many people don't even realize we have a Teacher Scholarship that is funded through these dollars. So it is vitally important.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman.
Vice Chair Truitt.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As a past high school teacher, these classes, this program is a game changer. Also, as a parent, with the potential of students going on to pursue some type of career, technical or college education, this is also very important. So my question is could you clarify for instance, what would be the max amount of hours that a student could receive if they participated in this from their freshman year to their senior? What would be a roundabout idea of what would be the maximum amount of college hours that they could graduate high school with?
Well, with 12 courses, most of these they're lined up as 3-hour courses. That would be 36 hours that would be paid for through the dual credit scholarship. But I know some students take other courses and pay the fee. And I know there are some programs. I believe that Kentucky State University and Frankfurt Independent has a program. They're working together, and they have students graduating high school with associate's degrees.
Follow up?
Yes.
So, once again, Clark, 36 college hours, and what would the cost be for these students?
I'd have to significantly more than them getting their scholarship paid for. I mean,
But I mean,
you're looking at a full year of tuition. So, I mean, you're probably looking what, $10,000?
But these students are paying zero, correct?
That's correct. It is.
That's what I mean. It's amazing. 36 college hours at the cost of nothing for these students and these parents. I love the bill. I appreciate you bringing this before us. I think it's a game changer. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Representative McCool.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Representative Tipton, I appreciate the committee sub. That really makes it much easier for me to take in and absorb, because I believe very much in dual credit. But I do have a question. Can a student take multiple dual credit from various universities and colleges, more than one?
I will refer to Kia on that.
They can, and they often do. It's not uncommon for the high schools to partner with multiple post-secondary institutions and to offer different classes through different institutions. So it would also be very common for students to have taken classes from different institutions throughout high school.
Mr. Chair, can I follow up one quick?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So I want to make sure, can they take 2 from one college and 2 from another college and 2 from another college and ultimately have 12 or more credit hours in a year? I mean, there's any restrictions, any guidance, make sure they're not overload themselves too?
It's the high school scheduling that kind of does the year-by-year restrictions on the classes as to what they could take. But it is possible for them to end up with multiple classes at different universities when they end up with high school. So that's kind of the reason why we come back to making sure that these are transferable classes, so that when they ultimately decide where they want to go to college, that they'll be able to use those credits to their advantage.
Mr. Chair, I might add that, the students take these courses. Some of them may not go on to traditional college, but they receive certificates and credentials from these courses that allows them to be employable and go immediately into the workforce after graduating high school. And if they want to add to those credentials, it's a very easy process to take additional coursework and add to those credentials.
I'm sorry, Representative McCool, do you have another question?
No, thank you,
Okay,
Mr.
I
Chair.
apologize. Seeing no other questions, one thing I missed earlier, we did have a motion and a second to adopt the committee sub, but let's have a voice vote on that. So all in favor of adopting that committee sub, please say aye. Aye. Do we have a motion on House Bill 18 as proposed as amended by the committee sub? Okay, motion by Timoney and second by Vice Chair Truitt. Ryan, please call the roll.
Representative Baker?
Yes.
Representative Ballman?
Yes.
Representative Bojanowski?
Yes.
Representative Brown?
Yes.
Representative Emily Callaway?
Yes.
Representative Josh Callaway? Representative Decker?
Yes.
Representative Doan?
Yes.
Representative Jackson?
Yes.
Representative Lewis? Representative Massaroni? Representative McCool?
Yes.
Representative Rayburn?
Yes.
Representative Rawlings?
Yes.
Representative Raymond?
Yes.
Representative Riley?
Yes.
Representative Timoney?
Yes.
Representative Truitt?
Yes.
Representative Weber?
Yes.
Representative Wilner?
Yes.
Chair Tipton?
Yes.
Very good. House Bill 18 passes with the expression of opinion that the same should pass with the committee sub. Do we have a motion for adjournment?
Chair.
Oh, I'm sorry.
May I record yes votes, please, on House Bill 36 and House Bill 133?
Is there anything else? Representative Brown?
Yeah, I'd like to record House yes votes on House Bill 36 and House Bill 133.
Was that 133? Anyone else? Okay, we are adjourned.
All right.